You've mentioned that you're giving these old politicians 50, above 50 years,
Yes.
1 month to step aside. If they don't comply on that, if they don't do that, what are you going to do as the man behind all these that you've just mentioned?
They don't have an option. They have to go. We've been patient. In fact, they have been pushing us. Most of them, they are our parents. They have been pushing us to go to the streets. They leave us on the couches, they go to work. They leave us on the sofas, they go to work. Then they join us to complain that there are no jobs. Yet they are way too old to be working in government. And the reason is, if we can have a threshold, if we can have a framework where people retire early, these are the people who can be creating jobs. If you're 50 years, you've been working for government for the past 20 years, you should have created 2 or 4, 5 jobs. But these people still depend on the salary. That's why we have a youth badge. That's why majority of the young people don't have jobs. Because those who are the generation that is ahead of us, they have not created majority of those jobs. Yet they are still employed in government. Yet they are still getting paid by government. So it's not like we are trying to massage their ego. No, it is time they have to retire. And those who've been lying and they have a long, because for those who feel like they should not be part of, they will not step aside, we will enforce that. We'll make sure this happens in all ways of law. We'll make sure it happens in the ways that it can make and change and bring the change we all deserve. Yeah.
I have a question. You mentioned that people above 50 years should go home.
Yes, yes.
Our president is above 50 years.
Yes, yes.
And maybe your people will wish to know.
Is he among the people that should go?
Is he among the people who should go home?
Yes.
Another question. We have seen people branding former deputy president as tribal.
Yes.
Are you willing to work with him as a movement for national unity?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Your first question, you've asked the president is above 50 years. That's a very philosophical question. But I'll say this. The president is in an elective position. The people I'm talking about, these are people who are on a permanent and pensionable. People who have been employed for the past 20 or 30 years in government. Those are the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people who will be elected after 5 years. No. For President Ruto, the Kenyans will have their fate in 2027. We cannot decide for them. They will decide for themselves. Then your other question is, yes, Gachagua is the former deputy president of this Republic of Kenya. Yes, he has been branded tribal. Yes, people feel like he doesn't speak for the people. People feel like he's not there for the entire population, but for Mount Kenya. But like I've told you, it is not time for blame games. It is not time to say this is a tribalist, this is who and who. Even if you look at the cabinet, we have even a youth from his party, the DCP party. In fact, the national youth leader for DCP party. So we are willing to be together. We are willing to speak to each and every person as long as it solves the unemployment. As long as it changes all these vices we are all fighting for. So as long as it is for changing Kenya, we don't have a problem to sit down or talk to anyone. We'll speak to opposition, we'll speak to government, we'll speak to private companies, we'll speak to CBOs and CSOs just at large. Yeah.
You also mentioned that you have plans of meeting our president. Yeah. I don't know if you've already started the progress of meeting him, talking to him, or maybe someone close to him about this idea.
I really won't specify that for today, but there are things in the pipeline. But I really can't specify that because, like I've said, it is not just about the president. We will only engage him because he's the president, and we can't avoid that. But we want to engage all Kenyans. Each and every person who talks about solving unemployment, we will be there to listen to them because it is not a time for war. It's not a time for insults. It's a time to come together and speak as one people and move forward. Yeah.
The people appointed, maybe if someone feels like he will not or she will not be part of it, do you have other people in mind that maybe you will replace immediately?
That's democracy. If people get appointed, people decline the appointment. And there are a lot of young Kenyans who've called us across the country they would like to be part of this. So if someone feels like they should not be part of it, they can just state that clearly, and will not have them being part of the government, of the cabinet. So we are okay if someone says they don't want to be part of it, because this is not about me. This is not about him or her. This is about collectively young people. This is about solving issues pertaining our future, because this is our future. Yes.
As a shadow cabinet,
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you feel like maybe three you feel should deliver in the next 90 days? And again, as you deliver those things,
Yeah.
people may be asking, is this movement or is this cabinet trying to overthrow the government? Or what is the main aim of forming this cabinet?
Okay, thank you. We are not in to overthrow the government. In fact, we don't have even the capacity to overthrow the government. And democratically, constitutionally, each and every person, it is not criminal. It's not something offensive to name a shadow cabinet. And we are not going against the government. We don't have a problem with that. It is for us to make sure we change the trajectory of the country. It is for us to make sure we bring the jobs we are asking for. It is just jobs, jobs, jobs. Nothing much, nothing less. We cannot keep on talking, yet young people cannot feed themselves. We cannot keep talking and protesting, yet young people cannot even fend for themselves and even get into marriages and even start their own families. We cannot do that. We cannot let our country turn into a contact spot between the Kenyan populace and the police. No, this country is for all of us. This country belongs to all of us, and we have to do anything to have it protected by advocating for what is right, by doing what is necessary to bring the change we all deserve. So in the next 3 months, we are going to make sure those majority of the young people can also check and see what are these opportunities. Like I said earlier, 30% of the tenders in government belong to the youth. But who are getting these tenders? Political proxies, politicians' proxies, sorry. So those are things we are going to work on. Another thing is, like I've told you, we are going to enforce resigning of way older people in government so that young people can take up those positions to change everything for the young people. Yeah.